Hello everyone. So welcome to our first lecture of chapter Light that is available in class 10 CBSE science book. Okay. So first listen, there are different branches in physics. So out of different branches, one of the important branch is our optics. So first is optics. So listen properly. What is optics? It is a branch of physics. Optics means it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of nature, production, and propagation of light. So branch of physics which deals with the study of nature, production, and propagation of light. So it is categorized into three groups. Listen. Optics. So first one is ray optics. First is our ray optics. It is also called geometrical optics. You can also think it as geometrical optics. So here what we will discuss? In case of ray optics, we will discuss reflection, then refraction, next one is dispersion. Remember one thing, in reflection we will discuss about mirror because reflection is taking place in mirror. Then mirror and its types, okay, we will discuss. Then refraction, here we will discuss about lens, and in dispersion we will discuss about prism. Next come to wave optics, one of the important branch in optics, wave optics, and this is not included in your syllabus, okay, just for reference I am going to explain. So wave optics otherwise called as also called physical optics. It is also called physical optics. So here what we will discuss, it deals with study of wave nature of light. Study of wave nature of light. For example, here we will discuss interference, diffraction, polarization, etc. Then third is our quantum optics. Quantum optics. So it deals with, quantum optics means it deals with interaction of light with atomic entities. So deals with interaction of light with atomic entities. For example, photoelectric effect. For example, photoelectric effect. I hope it is clear to all of you. So optics is basically categorized into three groups. One is your ray optics, second one is wave optics, and third one is quantum optics. And basically in our syllabus we will discuss about ray optics. So next come to what is light. Remember, in this lecture we will discuss only the terms connected to this chapter, very common terms. Yes. So next is our light. We all know what is light. Yes. So it is the one of the form of energy of light. One of the forms of energy is light. So light is one of the forms of energy. Yes. And remember, when this energy falls on the objects, it bounces back from the surface of objects. And when light energy from the surface enters in our eyes, it causes sensation of vision. So simply we can say light is an invisible form of energy. We can't see it. Light is an invisible form of energy. which causes in us sensation of sight. Sensation of sight or vision. Yes. Next is our terms used in optics. Terms used in optics. Yes. From this, all of you pay your attention and listen. So first is source. What is the meaning of source? So remember, source is a body. It is a body which emits light in all possible directions. Which emits light in all possible directions. Yes. And source is of two types. One is your self-luminous. Another one is non-luminous. Yes. So what is the meaning of self-luminous? Self-luminous means source of body which emits light by itself. So in self-luminous we can say it is the source of body which emits light by itself. For example, we can say heavenly bodies like sun, stars, etc. They all are included in self-luminous source of light. Next one is non-luminous. Non-luminous means source of body which emits light by help of others. So we can say source of body which emits light by help of others. For example, it is well known to us, we can say moon. Yes, and you may refer objects around us. Objects around us, they all are non-luminous. Yes, that is books, chairs, etc. So this is about your source. So it is a body which emits light in all possible directions. It is of two types. One is our self-luminous source of light, another one is non-luminous source of light. Next come to response of matter. That means we have to discuss about medium. Yes, next common term is medium. So listen. Next is our medium. So what is medium? Now see. The medium means substance through which light can be completely passed. Light can be completely passed. Or we may say light can be partially passed. Light can be partially passed. Or we can say light can be, or we can say light unable to pass. Here we have to say light can be partially passed, or third one is light is unable to pass. Yes, that is called medium. And remember one thing, the substance through which light can be completely passed, that is called transparent medium. It is called transparent medium. Next, partially passed, it is called translucent medium. It is called translucent medium. And third one is light is unable to pass, that is called opaque surface or opaque substance. For example, if you will think transparent medium, you may say glass, air, etc. Then translucent, for example, we can refer oil, page of paper, plastics, etc. Then third one is opaque. This is very simple. This is your wood, iron, wall, etc. So this is about your medium. So substance through which light can be completely passed or partially passed or unable to pass. Okay, that means matter can be classified based on the response of light. That means in three groups: transparent, translucent and opaque. Next come to the common term, that is ray, beam and pencil. Okay, now see what is ray. Listen. Next common term is ray. Ray means the ray of light is a straight line path. Okay, a ray of light is a straight line path followed by light energy in a transparent medium. So that language we have to write, that sentence you have to write. A ray of light, a ray of light is a straight line path, is a straight line path followed by light energy, in a transparent medium, Yes, so in diagram you can draw like this. Yes, this is your a ray of light. And one more important thing, you listen, a single ray cannot be isolated from a source of light. A single ray cannot be isolated from a source of light. That means from any source of light, it is impossible that from any source of light a single ray will emit. That is impossible. Okay, next come to second term, that is your beam. So what is beam? Now see, a number of rays in a particular direction or a fixed direction. A number of rays in a fixed direction combine together to form beam. Okay, in diagram you may draw the like this. These are the rays. Okay, number of rays means more than one rays. So number of rays in a fixed direction. The arrow mark represents the direction. This is called a parallel beam of light. This is the figure of parallel beam of light. Yes. Next is our pencil. What is pencil? Yes, it is also a common term in physics or in optics. A narrow beam of light is called pencil. So what is pencil? A narrow beam of light. When width of the beam is very small, a narrow beam of light is called pencil. Yes. So in diagram, what you have to draw? You have to draw like this. In second figure, in that beam, there are 4 rays. In third figure, I have drawn also 4 rays. But the width of the beam is very small. So this is called pencil. And second figure is called beam. Yes. So next, remember, this beam and pencil are categorized into 3 groups. One is your convergent beam, divergent beam, another one is parallel beam. Like this, convergent pencil, divergent pencil and parallel pencil. So basically we will discuss about beam. Yes. So next is types. So beam, it is categorized into 3 groups. One is your convergent beam. First draw the diagram. Yes. What is the meaning of convergent beam? Listen. This is the figure of convergent beam. of light. So what you are observing? So listen, in this figure, the width of the beam, this red color line represents width of the beam. Width of the beam decreases along the direction of propagation of light. So we can say beam in which its width decreases along the direction of propagation of light. So we can say it, or we can write like this. So convergent beam completed. That means light beam in which diameter of light beam decreases in the direction of light propagation. Decreases in the direction of light propagation. This is called convergent beam. Next is our divergent beam. Yes. Another thing, if you will extend this beam, what? That is convergent beam. Yes, in case of convergent beam, if you will extend this light rays in forward direction, then they appears to meet at a common point. This common point is called point of convergence. Remember, this point is called point of convergence. Yes. Next come to divergent beam. Here same thing you have to write. That means you have to write light beam in which diameter of light beam increases. Diameter of light beam increases in the direction of light propagation. So in diagram what we have to draw? Diameter of light beam increases. Okay. That means you have to draw the diagram like this. See. So here this is the diameter of the beam. And this arrow mark represents direction of propagation. Next, diameter of the beam again increases. Now see. So diameter of the beam increases in the direction of propagation. When they are produced in backward direction, when all the rays are produced in backward direction, they appears to come from a single point. Yes, and this single point is called point of divergence. This is called point of divergence. Yes, I hope it is clear to all of you. What is point of divergence? What is point of convergence? Yes. Next is our parallel beam of light. Yes, next is parallel beam of light. It is very simple. That means first draw the diagram. This is your parallel beam of light in which diameter or width of the beam remains same along the direction of propagation of light. Here this is the diameter of the light beam. Yes, and here this is also the diameter of light beam, which is same as the previous one. Yes. So in language what we have to write? In language we have to write this is a light beam. This is a light beam in which all the rays, or simply you have to write this is a light beam in which diameter of the beam remains same. In which diameter of the beam remains same throughout propagation of light. Remains same throughout propagation of light. Yes. Okay. Now listen one important thing regarding your convergent beam, divergent beam. yes, point of convergence and point of divergence like this. Okay, one concept is related to this one is there. Now see, suppose let us think a cup is present here. A cup, opaque substance. Yes, it is an opaque substance. Okay, and here you see what is the nature of this beam. This beam is which optic? This is your convergent beam of light. Convergent beam of light, and this point is our point of convergence. Point of convergence. Also, you think that again second diagram. What the diagram is telling? Now see. Yes. So after the diagram, you can guess the point actually. After the diagram, it will be easier for you all to guess this point. So this is your cup, or let us consider any opaque substance. So what you are observing actually? Now see. Yes. So remember, convergent beam. This point is related to convergent beam. Generally, convergent beam is incident on an object or any optical device which is placed between light beam and its point of convergence. इसमें देखो ये जो कप के ऊपर कौन सा रेज गिर रहा है अभी, that type of beam is convergent beam, and the cup is placed in between convergent beam. This is your convergent beam, this is point of convergence. So when the opaque substance is placed between point of convergence and convergent beam, then convergent beam will fall on this opaque substance. So in language what you have to write, generally convergent beam is incident on an object which is placed between light beam and point of convergence. Light beam and point of convergence. Yes, but in second case, now see this point, this red color point, okay, encircled type red color point, that is your point of convergence, and this is your convergent beam. This is your convergent beam. But which type of light beam incident upon this opaque substance? That is your diverging rays. Okay, if we will look this portion in the zoom format, then we can see a divergent beam is falling on the opaque substance. That means you have to write in language, you have to write, if the object is placed beyond the point of convergence, then the incident beam will be diverging, not converging. That's the point. So if the object is placed beyond point of convergence, then the incident beam will be diverging. Then the incident beam will be diverging, not converging. That's the point related to this concept. Yes, okay. So if anyone will ask you to draw divergent beam pattern in case of luminous point source of light. So question is draw the divergent beam Draw the divergent beam for a luminous point source of light. For a luminous point source of light. So what will be the diagram? What you have to draw? Now see, this is your luminous point source of light. Point source means having nearly zero dimension. Yes, point sized. Okay, so in this case what you have to draw? You have to draw these are the pattern of divergent beam. Yes, and in arrow mark you have to show actually. So if I will ask a question from any source of light, how many number of rays are coming? That means you have to say infinite number of rays, many number of rays. So divergent beam of light is emitted in its surrounding in all direction. Yes, point source of light, it is a source, and source means it is a body which emits light in a all possible direction. Yes, so this is the diagram for a point for a luminous point source of light. This is the pattern of divergent beam. I hope this lecture 1 is clear to all of you. Yes, and in lecture number 2 we will discuss regarding your reflection of light and its types. Yes, and also we will discuss diagrammatic explanation of reflection with all terms connected to it. Yes, so thank you. Have a nice day.